On 4 to 5, actually the latest price, so he's 4 to 5 on. It's then 11 to 2 Let the Lion Roar, 13 to 2 Rule of Law, 10 to 1 Grey Swallow, 10 to 1 Percussionist, 25 to 1 Cobra, 33 to 1 Five Dynasties, and 50 to 1 Moscow Ballet.
Stand, and they're racing in the Irish Derby, and first away Percussionist right there in the centre, but the O'Brien continues here, and one of them odds on to take up the Moscow Ballet, who goes on. Moscow Ballet by a couple of lengths to Let the Lion Roar, who's right up there on the inside of Rule of Law, and right there in the centre is Cobra as they settle. Further back then is Grey Swallow behind horses. North Light has got up into a pretty prominent position as they sort themselves out and race through the first 2 furlongs. Well back in the field is Five Dynasties. Also back there trying to be switched off is Grey Swallow. Percussionist is right out the back, so too Book of Kings and Tycoon. On settling down, and it's Moscow Ballet who shows the way by a length. The Rule of Law up in second. A length and a half away in third, then follows Let the Lion Roar, tucked away on the inside of the favourite North Light, who's in a beautiful posse for Kieran Fallon. A length and a half then to Cobra, who's tracking the favourite. Half a length away then Grey Swallow. Further back in the field then at this stage is Five Dynasties, giving these leaders a fair start. Followed out the back then by Book of Kings, and last is Tycoon as they race now past halfway in the Budweiser Irish Derby. Not happy with the pace, Fallon. He's driving North Light up there on the outside as they reach the get towards the top of the hill now and starting to run downhill. It's Moscow Ballet on the inside of Rule of Law. North Light there, anxious to go a bit faster. He's got a staying pedigree and he wants it to be a real staying test. Let the Lion Roar is going well. In behind them is Grey Swallow, who's switched off and running fifth. A couple of lengths away then is Book of Kings. Cobra's hard at work for Spencer. He's under the whip now and beaten. Well back in the field then is Five Dynasties, followed then right out the back by Tycoon, and some way detached from them is Percussionist. Racing down towards the entrance to the home straight of the Budweiser Irish Derby. Moscow Ballet the leader. Now Rule of Law for Frankie Dettori in the blue colours on the outside. Let the Lion Roar behind them. Here's Fallon on the favourite North Light now. Let a Light down the outside, followed then by Grey Swallow, and they've kicked away now from Book of Kings. They come inside the 2 furlong marker in the Budweiser Irish Derby, and it's North Light who drew alongside Rule of Law. Takes the lead now. Here's Grey Swallow on the outside, moving up to the favourite. They've got a furlong left to go. Grey Swallow on the near side now, gets his neck in front. North Light fighting back, but Grey Swallow, it's a triumph for Pat Smullen and Dermot Weld. Grey Swallow wins the Derby. In second then is North Light. Tight third, Tycoon and Rule of Law. Behind them is Let the Lion Roar, and further back in the field is Book of Kings, then Moscow Ballet, Five Dynasties. Cobra second last, and Percussionist is tailed off. But Grey Swallow, number 5, trained by Dermot Weld, owned in partnership by Mrs. Rochelle Quinn, Mrs. Weld, Dermot's mother, and Terry Ramsden.
The unknown quantity in the race over the trip stayed on strongly at 10 to 1 to beat the hot favourite 8 North Light at 8 to 11. And what a run from 11 Tycoon, who slipped into third at 150 to 1. There was a non-runner there. It was number 3, of course, Day Flight. 10 ran.